Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today we will be enjoying a story from the Bhagavad Puran. And as usual, with a twist. So, as per this story of Bhagavad Puran, once a number of sages came together and decided to do a big yajna. Now, who should be the one to head this yajna or take Havi from the yajna? They had three choices: Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. And it seems that this congregation of sages wanted to know who is the best of them all. Most probably, this idea came from Narad Muni. And Bhrigu Rishi was deputed to carry out this task. So Bhrigu said, I will find out who is the best of them to preside at the yajna. He first went to Brahma, then to Shiva, and then to Vishnu. When he went to Vishnu, Vishnu was in Yoga Nidra. And Bhrigu was very angry that he has come and apparently Bhagavan Vishnu is sleeping. So to wake him up and to vent his anger, he kicked him on the chest. Bhagavan Vishnu immediately got up and instead of getting angry, he held the foot of Rishi Bhrigu in his hand and began massaging it. And he asked Maharshi Bhrigu whether he was injured. Maharshi Bhrigu was very happy with this outcome and he realized two things. One, he came back and announced that Bhagavan Vishnu was the best suited for the yajna. But the second point was that he realized his folly. He realized his folly, or that he had been set up to carry out this kind of exercise. That means he himself thought that he was in a position to make the decision and judge who was the better of the three. This itself was the folly, and that Maharshi Bhrigu realized the moment he gave his decision. But nothing can be done now. In fact, that was a moment of enlightenment for Rishi Bhrigu. On the other side, Lakshmi became very angry that Vishnu had been kicked in such a way. So she told Maharshi Bhrigu that for this folly of yours, you will have to go to earth and live there like a normal human being. Then Rishi Bhrigu said, if I were to live as a normal human being, I should have some way to earn. How am I going to get food? And Lakshmi said, you should utilize your talents. Now, what was the talent that Maharshi Bhrigu had? He was a good astrologer. So he could make horoscopes and astrological predictions, and for that, and because of that, he could get his livelihood. On the earth, Rishi Bhrigu was not interested in doing this exercise day in and day out. So what did he do? And this is where the twist is. He wrote a book, and with reverse mathematics, in that book he included horoscopes of everybody on the earth. So anybody who had enough knowledge would be able to go to this book find his horoscope and get to know about what were his good points, what were his bad points, what should be his profession, how he should carry out his profession, and so on. Of course, the person should be knowledgeable in certain areas of astrology for this. But how can all the horoscopes of people who were then on the earth and also people to come later could be contained in a small book or even a big book? That is where the reverse mathematics part comes in. Just like you don't have to take the thumbprints of everybody on the earth to know that no two thumbprints are same. In the same way, there is a reverse mathematics whereby you can classify people in broad enough categories to enable you to put them, all of them, in limited number of categories and for time to come. That is for present and for future. And this broad categorization, being limited, can be contained in the book and can be referred again and again. And this book is called as Bhrigu Nadi. So that is where we will be stopping today. The tales from Bhagavad Puran